So as I told you before that we are going to study natural vegetation in this topic, and then natural vegetation means the types of trees grown in an area depending upon the climatic condition of that place. Depending upon what? Depending upon the climatic condition of that place. And that's why different parts of the world have different types of vegetation belt. Somewhere you will find thick, densely vegetation covered. Somewhere you will find the hard bushes like those of grasslands and those of in deserted area. Okay. This natural vegetation that depends upon natural vegetation depends upon the variation
climatic condition
in climate. Okay. Normally, if we talk about climate and when we see the places of the earth, they are all the places of the world. They are divided into different zones. They are divided into
different zones.
Aditya, why are you doing this? Do I always need to disable an annotation? Huh? Yes. So the earth and its zones. What is this?
Equator.
Equator. What is this?
Tropic of Cancer.
Tropic of Cancer. What is this?
Arctic Circle.
Ma'am, Arctic Circle or polar region.
Okay. Arctic Circle and Arctic Circle, and this is polar region.
Polar region. All frigid zone.
Definitely. In the same manner, what is this?
Tropic of Capricorn.
Tropic of Capricorn. And then we have which circle?
Antarctic Circle.
Very good. And then we have again southern polar region. Okay. So the places over here, the places of equatorial region will have different vegetation belt, temperate, different vegetation belt, and on the polar regions, they don't have any vegetation belt because of cold desert. Very scanty, very few. So today we'll start with tropical evergreen forest. Tropical evergreen forest. The word itself says the area will be nearby.
Tropic of Capricorn or Tropic of Cancer.
Between equator, sorry, from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. And the word suggests evergreen. The word suggests evergreen. What does it mean?
Ma'am, plant which stay forever.
Evergreen thick forest. Tropical evergreen. That means they're also known as rainforest. They're also known as rainforest.
Arctic Circle.
Rainforest.
Yeah. On that day when I was making you understand about monsoon climate of our country, I had told you people that the area near the equator has more rains. Area near the equator has more rains because the sun shines almost directly overhead, or it shines slantly on these places, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And when it shines, the water of the sea, let's say this is the sun, and then the water of the sea gets evaporated. Water of the sea gets evaporated, correct? And that is the mechanism
Yes,
of
ma'am.
rain. It goes up, it settles down, cools down, and when those formation of uh, ice, when they stuck together and they cannot
Ma'am,
control rainfall happens.
condensation.
How?
Ma'am, condensation.
Yes, condensation, and that causes rain. When these clouds are not able to hold water for a longer time, that causes rain. And just because this happens in more in this area, equatorial area, tropical area, these places are having rains always and ever. Okay, and that's why the vegetation belt of this area, vegetation cover of this area is rich and densely. That's why these forests are also called tropical rainforest. What they are called? Tropical rainforest.
Rainforest.
With the reason of heavy rainfall over 200 centimeter per annum. 200 centimeter per annum. In India, in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the Western Ghats and the wet northeastern hilly part are the major areas where these forests are found. If I draw a small map of India by this side, then you will find that this area, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, where are these islands? In the western part. Okay, so Andaman and Nicobar Islands, sorry,
Ma'am, Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in the southern part.
southwest part, it not, and don't say southern, southern, it is southern, okay?
Ma'am, Sidhu.
Ah,
Yes, ma'am.
Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Western Ghats. Remember, I had made you understand the Western Ghats, okay? And northeastern hilly parts, wet regions of the northeastern. Now, let us draw the map some more. So this is the northeastern hilly part, this one, where we find tropical rainforest in our country. Tropical rainforest, correct? Any confusion, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So if I ask what is tropical region, you are able to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Area between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn.
Okay. One more quality of these trees are that they are thick, they are dense, and their woods are hard. They are thick, they are dense, and their woods are hard. That's why they're also known as hardwood forests. They're also known as hardwood forests. Can anyone tell me what is the example of hardwood forest? What type of trees?
Ma'am, banyan.
Anyone else?
Ma'am, people.
And
Ma'am, neem.
okay, and
Mango.
rubber. Yes, these are the example of tropical
Ma'am, oak.
forest. Tropical rainforest. You remember mangrove forest also I had made you understand? What types of roots are there
Yes,
in
ma'am.
forest? Mangrove forest roots are always interconnected, interlinked. Okay. Now, the second type of forest that we are going to study about is tropical deciduous forest. Tropical deciduous forest. What is it? These forests are typical monsoon forests. They grow in the areas where amount of rainfall is between 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter. What are the example of? They're example of typical monsoon forest. Are you listening me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What is deciduous forest?
Ma'am, a forest where the rainfall is between 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter.
Okay, and what they are called? They are called typical
Monsoon forest.
Tropical decidual forest.
deciduous forest. Normally, tropical deciduous forests, they cover the major part of India. Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, they all are having. Now look at this map again.
Yes, forest.
Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, okay? They all covered, and northeastern part, they are covered with tropical deciduous forest. So we can say that India is governed mostly by tropical deciduous forest. The other areas include eastern slopes of the Western Ghat in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and northern plains. So if you see on the map of India, you will find the areas that is being covered by deciduous forest is Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Eastern Maharashtra, Western Ghat, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Hello? Good afternoon, who is this? Bhaskar was which class?
Yes, ma'am.
6E. What happened? Why have you?
Ma'am, 6E.
So, dear children, today's topic I will be concluding over here only because the time is getting up. And tomorrow I'll be discussing that what is the difference between tropical rainforest and what is the difference between tropical deciduous forest. Apart from which, we'll also study about the thorny forest and then tidal vegetation or mangrove forest, mountain vegetation, and then we'll have wildlife discussion and so on.